been fun just to kind of see how Europe a little more dominant early game, and North America waiting it out with some later game power spikes in some of these matches. So the kind of historical meta getting turned on its head somewhat. We are on the verge of the draft in this match that Europe must win, or else it is over, or else North America reigns supreme, at least for today. So let's get into the draft now. This pivotal game, it is 3-2. TSM up on Team Secret.
They didn't ban Saw.
They didn't ban Saw, so they want to take it home now.
Yeah, they didn't ban Saw. It's the last one.
All right, and on Team Secret side, that is something new to think about, for sure. You guys are drafting now, just to make sure you know. With 11 seconds left on the clock, they're still having conversation there with the coaches. So they're going to have to lock someone in. Maybe not expecting Saw to be on the board. They will ban the Adagio, leaving the glaive open.
Right now, are we going to see a Saw?
Well, they secure the Arden, which is they got to feel good about, because Redemption, not a natural roamer, has played very well on this Arden all day long, managing to land stun after stun with gauntlets, and that is not an easy thing to do, setting up what they want to do, and we're going to have to see what they prioritize as a second pick.
Right now,
there is the Sky.
Right now, I'm really feeling that this glaive, especially being picked first, will be put onto Flash.
All right, we'll wait and see if that happens. A decision now for TSM. And they're thinking about something different, and they go EU style roam.
Throwing out that Finn, they will have to make sure that every time that force the core comes out, that it's very favorable in their position. They don't want to force the core the entire Team Secret team in when they're at full health. They have stacks up, especially with that Sky coming out.
All right, how do they respond? And they do it! We will see a Saw, at least a fight comp, maybe a push comp coming out of Team Secret. Their backs are against the wall. They're going to try it. Let's find out if they can pull it off and force a Game 7 with the call. It's Action Jackson and Forecourt Jester.
Look, let's be real. There's no question here. We got Saw. Hey, I was going to do that to you. That's not cool. All right, so we got Saw here, right?
Too slow on the draw.
There's no way. I'm jet lagged. There's no way that EU does not win this with a Saw.
Well, you say that. Now, I admire that TSM did actually allow the Saw right through, but Fortress ban. I'm like, these guys are not running Fortress. They're running Arden. Yeah. I really was hoping to see that Arden ban, to see what kind of shakes loose here with this comp, so that, and you won't have that Arden for a possible Saw. But banning out the Fortress actually kind of left us, it felt like a throwaway ban a little bit. TSM knew what they wanted to do, and they're expecting a Saw, so you might have it, but we got the plan against it.
So here's the problem, and probably why Secret were deliberating so much over the Saw. Although, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Already under some pressure. Against a Finn
so
and a glaive, Saw can really struggle.
True.
You're pretty immobile. Yep. I mean, you do have your roadie run to reposition, but I don't know if that's enough against Force to Cord and Aftershock.
Well, actually, a nice steal there from Cavalifar against one of those minions, but Mixi is really trying to make sure that Majestic has a bad day, and now with TSM coming up here, I mean, they're not going to get Saw, they might get Cavalifar.
It is possible. You can see the fight already beginning. Koldamine quite low, Cavalifar as well. The Mixi first to rotate. That's bad news for Secret. They're going to have to back away. So far, Secret hasn't focused on the lane as much as you might expect with the Saw, but probably coming up soon.
Well, Majestic, starting off with that book of eulogies. Yeah, its range is not as powerful as a melee, but it's his sustain. And that sustain, if he can just stay there, going toe-to-toe with Mixi, look at the damage going back and forth. He's still actually burning.
He's in
Mixi!
Oh,
he hit him!
Lands! Oh, that's not good news for Secret. Already losing the Saw once. They did nearly pick up Cole and Flash. They're probably going to get Cole. But even still, it's about the Saw. Like, the Saw is what this comp is designed to really focus around.
Yeah.
So with him going down, that's arguably worse than Cole dying.
Now, Flash looks like he got out of that skin of his teeth, but he is going to be able to just hold this lane. It's not going to push in, and now coming back out from TSM is going to be Meek and Mixi. But early on, Mixi double... He actually picks up that armor, and he has double crystal bit. So if he can catch out Majestic, another time or two like that, it's going to be a very favorable laning situation for him. But Cole the Meek, he's going to be coming into this lane as well. Are they looking for that invade?
They might be able to find Majestic here. Coldamique
Yep.
speeding forward with the boots. Does get the stun into the wall. You can see Majestic very low on the health. Goop
Burning,
comes
burning,
across.
burning,
Spitfire.
burning.
One more attack would do it. Fan the flames.
Got
Should
him.
pick up the kill. Majestic goes down twice. This has got to be pretty devastating for Team Secret right now.
I'm telling
you get
ya.
your signature hero. You're not making it work yet.
You know what the best statement in a grudge match against Regions is? You bring your best and we smash it.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. If that happens, it's going to be bad news for Europe. Mixi right now, though, in a bit of a tough spot. You can see lots of damage coming across from Kavalifar, but he is going to be backing away. Mixi misses the Spitfire there. Had it landed,
Takes the turret,
probably
too.
a kill.
Do they know he's there? No, they're not even going to attempt. But 2-1, it's still anybody's game, but the momentum, the TSM, like the crowd is really feeding off this, and TSM, again, they have a plan. They banned out the Fortress for, some great reason, I'm sure, that it's just unfortunately escaping me, but Coldamique with this glaive is going to make these ganks happen, and if we can continue just picking on that Saw, it's going to be down to Kavalifar to carry this, and Kavalifar Redemption, as skilled as they are, I'm not sure they can do a 2v3.
To be fair, Kavalifar did have that crazy 1 versus 2 earlier on with
Not
this
as
guy.
oh yeah, it was this guy. Yeah, as I said, crazy skilled, but 2v3 is different than 1v2.
That is very true. So we'll have to see what happens moving forward. Majestic hasn't been able to pick up too many items yet. Coldamique looking for maybe a gank attempt here on a Redemption. Redemption putting himself kind of in harm's way, moving away from the turret. That was a huge mistake. Easily, Cole is able to get the afterburn in. Pick up the kill. 3 so far to TSM. Great early game for them.
All right, we're going to have to go back into that jungle because there's just not a push, I think, that can happen here. But Team Secret's going to come around for a flank. I'm just not convinced it's a kill.
Yeah, especially with Majestic already taking a lot of
Never
damage.
mind.
Getting so
Totally
many
kill.
attacks down. That is what Saw is all about. Just landing so many of those
Mining
basics.
has
Doing a
begun.
ton of damage. Kavalifar poking onto Flash as well. We are seeing
Here comes
a pretty
Cole.
good return, but look at this. Majestic immediately popped. Cole easily able to get in position there. He does need to be careful about staying too long, though. Look at this.
He's already used
Kavalifar
boots.
has so much damage. Cole, no real easy way out here, and he is going to go down. Flash can't defend him.
Here comes
We got
Scarf.
Nixie coming back in. Might try and turn things around. Goop gonna land, but Kavalifar juking around the side with the Surrey strike. It's going to be the end of that fight for the time being.
It's almost like a conveyor belt of heroes, fresh out of the shop. You just run right back to lane, and now it's a 2v2 again. You get a kill, it's 2v2 again, right off the conveyor belt. So a lot of lane presence and a lot of lane, they're really trying for dominance on both sides. Flash isn't going to go home, but I'm not entirely too sure he can really help out Mixi in his current state.
Yeah, I think he's maybe a little bit too low. Polite Company isn't that big of an effect this early on, especially against Majestic. It's much bigger against Kavalifar, who has those bursts of damage. But it's pretty even at the moment. I mean, in fact, Team Secret leading slightly in gold.
Well, Cole has a double weapon. We're not going to be seeing, that big burst with the Sword Blade yet, but you can probably assume that it's going to be coming down. If you look at Kavalifar, it is going to be a split crystal weapon, whereas Mixi, Cole, same idea, split right down the middle as well. So, it's going to come down to who has the better skill shots by the end of it. The better poke, I think, will go with Scarf. I think he has just a little bit more of a wider range of poke available to him. Really, all we got is, Kavalifar on that forward barrage, because if Majestic sits there with that, he is just going to be a target.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. Right now, Cole, worth noting that he's being forced back at the moment. Team Secret's starting to pressure the lane a little bit more, maybe make use of the Saw a little bit more. He's doing some good damage so far, but all 3 members of TSM rotating up. Hard for them to go for a fight, though. You've got to respect Kavalifar and Majestic right now.
It also means that with Kavalifar on that Sky as Crystal, they can't, easily focus down Mixi if there's somebody in front of them. So if Flash X or minions are just right there in front, then with a Weapon Sky, you can just target him down. You can Surrey Strike, auto attacks, no problem.
Oh, Kavalifar getting knocked in there. Could be bad. Mixi does get some nice damage. But the death from above going to create a wall that TSM cannot cross.
Right.
Majestic still very healthy as well. Hard pressed for TSM to find the fight.
It's not even a big cooldown either. It's going to be up in 20 seconds, so there's not really a window for TSM to really do much else. But, they are going to be shoving off Team Secret. They're going to be creating themselves a little bit of a safe bubble here in lane, and Mixi very likely to be pushing up. He has some good cash under his belt there as well, so he pushes up and can then go farm unless Redemption has something to say about it.
Look at this suppressive fire actually doing a great job of keeping Mixi in range for the damage of Redemption, funnily enough. Death from above, getting dodged out nicely by Mixi and just walks around the side. Coldamique hasn't found a good afterburn in a while now. They're not getting the opportunities. Team Secret are playing around it by sticking together.
Minion candy is coming up from Finn. So they really do want to create a situation in lane where they can push, where teams are going to have to go and deal with it, and then TSM can go do something in the jungle, look for a gank, look for an angle. But right now, with 2 going home, Cole comes in and gets it!
He gets the steal. It's immense as well. Totally worth it so long as they don't lose a tower.
And they won't. There's not going to be a situation in this lane that's going to push right up to it. Not with Flash and Mixi there. Mixi can burn down creep waves in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, he'd absolutely can. So
Minion
Majestic
mine maybe.
starting to rotate back up. Here we got Redemption waiting in the wings as well. Cavalifar just going for the back. He can't steal, so that should help out with the gold they just lost.
The backs actually aren't up. Oh, okay, they're up now, so Cavalifar will get that. No problem.
All right, so he's just going to back away. Playing safe for the time being. Majestic gets hit by a long range Spitfire, but he's going to roadie run back. That actually means it's not.
Oh! Force record not hitting.
That was very close, though.
It was, but close does not mean a kill. And I mean, that cooldown again, like 60 seconds or so. We're going to have a little bit of a low here for TSM. 13.5 to 13.5 gold. Pretty even kills, even towers. Pretty even. I mean, like, everybody's giving it their all here. That early game stuff from TSM, I mean, that might be starting to fall off.
But we do have Mixi picking up a Broken Myth now. So he's hit a power spike. He's going to be doing a lot more damage moving forwards. If he can burn down the right targets, specifically Majestic and Cavalifar, TSM do have options.
Cole's not too far from that Solar Blade either. It's going to be within the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, they've definitely got some big damage right now. They just have to find an opportunity, which is hard because Redemption is running the point. I actually saw a tweet joking that Mowgli isn't here because Redemption is play a better way.
That was actually from Mowgli.
Oh, Flash. He is in a bad position right now. Flight Company keeps him alive for a little bit. Down to 2. Around damage across. They pick up Majestic. The gauntlet goes down. Cavalifar, he's not going to be able to get out of here, I feel.
Forced.
Oh, he does actually get out, but Redemption goes down instead. TSM picking a different target there, picking up 2 kills. Very nice to make the most out of the aggression out of Team Secret.
All right, so we actually have the Solar Blade now picked up there for Majestic, and we haven't been able to go home and collect up on the Solar Blade waiting here for Cole. But picking up that kill, I mean, having that afterburn, now set yourself up for that double kill and the Force Accord as well. Where are you going, Redemption? No, let's just chill and party here in the lane. That is going to be definitely a little bit more of a spike in momentum. But again, like when it comes to the cash, it's not really that big a deal. It's all about trying to set yourself up for that magic 12-minute mark.
Absolutely, and I think for Team Solo Mid, another thing to note here is that so long as they have decent items, the fights don't really come down to that anyway. It's all about getting the crowd control in the right.
Now, Mixi has himself that energy battery, and from a Broken Myth with an energy battery, I think it's pretty safe to assume an Eve of Harvest is going to be next up for him, because not only will he have the damage, but he's the sustain.
Cole, he can't get the repeat performance there. Doesn't find the steal, does after run back Cavalifar. And it looks like he's getting regen maybe from a fountain as well. Flash popped that. So no reason not to attempt it if you know you can get away safely. TSM don't find the gold mine. They're going to be able to rotate back up to the lane. And you know, this Majestic Saw pickup hasn't really been doing a great job of pushing this.
No, it's been pretty much defeated every time. We have no gauntlet here.
That could be big. Cole taking a lot of damage from the
we have no
rush.
Finn here either.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if this is a 2v3 and there's no gauntlet, then there's nothing really to stop TSM from really anything. There's no stuns available.
Cole, look at that damage. Oh, he just barely gets out of there. Mixi going to be stopping Majestic from hitting the turret too much more as well. Back to Force Accord. Oh, it lands on the 2. The Crucible not quite in time. Look at the Quibble as well. They take a lot of damage, and Cavalifar nearly going down. 2 versus 3. TSM, they were still able to make something happen.
There was a turret there. 2.5 versus
2.5 versus.
The bigger thing, though, is that Cole did not go down. He did get low, and he was forced back, and now he's looking for that cleanup, but he's just not going to find it. But they forced him back, and that's why they saw their chance. But with that return from Flash on that Forced Accord, we now have, again, a situation where Redemption has no gauntlet. And that's a bigger pickup than really anything in that fight. So TSM have this window to make something happen sometime in the next 60 seconds.
That's definitely the biggest way you keep Majestic alive, so the fact that it's not there is huge. Team Solo Mid, they got to time that ability. They need to make sure they know when it's coming back and try and find an opportunity to make something happen in the downline.
Well, for now, it's just going to be Mixi farming, but that could change at a moment's notice. Flash, 5 seconds until that anchor comes up, and if we go just one step too forward, you know he's going to throw it on top of Secret.
Crucible's off cooldown, though, so Redemption, if he has quick reaction, should be able to block it. He didn't last time, though.
Cavalifar, Cole finds him.
Yeah, but he's not going to be going for the afterburn just yet. Maybe expect Cavalifar just to Surrey Strike a bit further backwards.
I was actually curious about this Surrey Strike. I thought maybe that was the situation for Cole to pick it up, but they're just going to actually prioritize defense on the turret instead. 12 minutes in now. 20k, 20k. It's still pretty much neck and neck, but Mixi, he has that Eve now ready to go. Flash, he has the cooldowns ready, and we still have no gauntlet here from Redemption.
That is a big problem, but it's up in 20 seconds, so soon it should be about before Barrage and Suppressing Fire both used just to check the bush. Not going to connect with anything, though. Team Solo Mid playing this very slow and steady. If they win one more game, they will be the champions of champions. I'm sure they don't want to give away any unnecessary leads to TS.
And that window is closed. We are at full fighting strength here from Team Secret. Now we got Crucibles on both sides as well. Looks like Warhorns are going to be up next. Well, at least here for Redemption. That's actually not a Warhorn priority from Flash. And typically on a Finn, you would see more of a priority looking for that movement speed. But there's actually a kickback.
Cold and Meek, by going for that gold mine, he traps himself inside the gauntlet. Looks like maybe they do get it. Mixi picks up the gold mine. He's actually doing a lot of AoE here. They're all in the choke point. Dragon's Breath coming across. He's doing so much damage. He's got Eve as well, sustaining. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Majestic still alive on the back line. Flash could be the first to fall here.
Ooh,
that's Majestic
no.
over the wall, picking up the kill.
The turret!
Mixi does not go down, and the turret finds a return onto Kavalifar. Close to being an ace. Very close for Team Secret. I think he should have prioritized a fight over the gold mine there.
I'm actually rather impressed that Flash did go down. Mixi's still command.
Whoa, Redemption. He wants the kill. Mixi, he's going to go down. And with the Afterburn not in position to find the kill, Cold and Meek shouldn't be able to pick this one up.
Oh, so close.
That damage was pretty crazy.
So close. I mean, like, it came down to straws at the end of it there. TSM just not able to put the rest of the red into the black. And now, Cold and Meek, does he have that cooldown ready to go? He does, but it's a Redemption, so he's not going to tower dive for that Arden. 7-7 for kills, still dead even on the gold, but that gold mine's not going to be lasting too much longer. We got over just a minute before it becomes a Kraken.
So, Mixi, I want to highlight something that happened in the last fight. He was able to get that full Dragon's Breath down to the choke point, but it wasn't quite enough.
Right.
And I feel like a big part of that is just Serpent's Mask on Majestic. As much as you're sustaining and as much damage as you're dealing from Mixi, a lot of it is being healed when Majestic is not crowd controlled. This is why I think Cole needs to focus on kills, not the gold. Oh, close, very close.
We did get the reflex block out of Majestic, though. Now he's actually going to be running down as well. Now, they don't know that Majestic isn't there, and Kavalifar with that Surrey Strike could have actually been in a bad situation, but TSM not able to capitalize on it. We do have now armor on Mixi, so it's going to be harder for that Majestic to kind of just do what you were talking about, because the damage from plus that Eve, the damage reduction plus the Eve should keep him alive a lot longer now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's a good position for him to be in. So far, we're not seeing too many bold plays coming out here, though, at least towards the lane.
Said it, it's match point, right?
Yeah, I mean, you
the
gotta be
safe win
careful when...
is a win.
Yeah. So in any case, how does TSM find the opportunity to go for a big fight here? Kraken has just spawned.
We have 57 farm on Cole, 88 on Kavalifar. If you look at Majestic sitting at 130. Cole's not in a good spot for contribution here. It's all pretty much centered on Mixi with 146 CS and 3 kills. If you look at the difference in items as well, it's really just like after we got that Sword Blade, Cole's into armor, and Cole is still going down so quickly in these fights.
Look at the infusions that we've just seen picked up for Team Secret. They definitely want to make something happen soon. On the flip side, TSM invested their gold differently. We actually saw Mixi picking up Aegis. So they want to be a little bit more defensive, have a little bit more staying power in the fights. But they've got to wait out these infusions to pick a big one.
Dead damage do no damage, Mr. AJ.
Whoa. I don't know about pulling the Kraken here. It's been flared out. TSM know what's going on.
It's the
Majestic
it's for
actually
Kavalifar.
taking a bit of damage here as well. Kavalifar trying to get that decimal buff. Here comes Redemption as well. But everyone's inside of Mixi AoE. This is actually a very tough spot for Team Secret. That's going to be one kill already. Kavalifar, no way out. I was so confused at the start of that fight, and the reason being Team Secret, I mean, it's going to be the ace. Team Secret, I just don't think they should have started that.
So Team Secret, you said pulling it into the bush, not a good idea. Retrospect, spot on, good for you. But into that little corridor, I mean, that's a very narrow corridor. You put a ring around that, and then you have Sky just going right through it. You can't really avoid that. The rocket shots there as well, you know, they are going to be blowing up in that small little radius. So that's why they picked that corridor in order to look for that fight. The problem is, Mixi, by the end of his Dragon's Breath and that damage reduction, they put so much on top of Cole, and they couldn't take down Mixi, and he got 2 kills.
I actually don't think Team Secret should have picked Saw in this game. Because the thing is, it can't get onto Mixi either.
That's
and
interesting. When we started the game, you said you saw, you win.
Well, I was wrong, potentially, but maybe not. I mean, for support, not to land good Crucible. Kraken, still about half health here. might be going for a big push. Golden Meek doing some nice damage. Only one turret left remaining. Forecourt. This is bad news potentially for Team Secret. They really need to be careful, or they could be out of this tournament. Well, this match between Team Solo Mid and
This tournament of best of 7.
yeah.
The one bracket
This
with the two
series.
teams. They do hold though, and that's
Whoa,
incredible.
Majestic, he's actually starting off a fight here. Here comes the Dragon's Breath Redemption. Can't do anything. Majestic's already going down. I don't know if Team Secret are going to be able to defend the next push. Guys, this could
Stun.
be TSM finishing the game
Hooks
right
up.
now.
Hooks up.
Redemption. Oh, force the court. It's huge. Kavalifar stunned as well. They pick him up. Redemption. It doesn't matter if they go
Don't
for the
chase
kill
him.
or
Don't
not.
chase him.
They should just go for the base right now. Team Solo Mid, there's no
Good
way they
move.
don't win here. They're going to be the champion of champions.
Here goes Mixie. He finds him.
Surely, you just go for the base here. Guys, you're killing me. Redemption, he's trying to get out of here. He is surviving an unbelievably
They're going to keep him alive. They're going to keep him alive.
Not going to be...
No, they're not.
All right, Majestic's back, but can you defend here? You also got the ace buff right at the end there as well.
They
so-
waited till the 1 second mark on Majestic. Majestic's the only defender.
Oh, I don't see him being able to do this one. Look, Cole's doing so much damage to him. That's going to be the stun as well. He has to jump back into the fountain. Kavalifar's up again, but look at this. Vein Crystal left exposed. Golden Meek juking around the side. Dragon's Breath melting the crystal, melting Majestic. Guys, Team Solo Mid are your champions of champions. Man, crazy, solid performance in that final game.
So, Saw. You gotta eat a little bit of crow there, my friend. But Saw coming into this, it is not gonna be worth. And that is the ceremonial trophy. Kroll's sword is gonna go to TSM.
You know,
they have won this best of 7, and now they can do whatever they want with it.
EU probably feeling a little bit uncomfortable having their Kroll sword on the side of NA, but